On Anthony Brown Jr. Brown Jr., one of those guys that kind of showed up here at the last minute, gave us his paperwork. Let's see how he does tonight. Mr. Keon taking on Q. Q, 19 years old, fighting out of Columbus, Mississippi. Works at Chick-fil-A, enjoys playing basketball, football, and social media.
I'm going to tell him thank you and see if he said my pleasure. You know they have to say that,
absolutely.
Right?
He's trained to say it.
They have to say it. He said he's just here to win, right? He just, came in, said he got experience playing football. Loves hooping. Assuming that's basketball. Not much of a basketball guy myself, but to each his own. Two guys from Columbus, Mississippi, right? We might
two hometown guys doing battle here tonight in the final matchup of our first round middleweight bracket here. Possum Town Throwdown in Columbus, Mississippi. Latavius Blunt has made his entry into the ring. 19 years old, fighting out of Columbus, Mississippi. Came in at 180 pounds. Going to be giving up a few pounds to Mr. Anthony Brown.
Yeah, Anthony Brown's a big guy. He initially did not get his weigh in, and then the commission had to go get him. I actually witnessed him step on the scale, 197 pounds. Solid dude, solid guy coming in here, Anthony Brown. Keon here. Doesn't have any experience, but he's a God-fearing man, and having God on your side, that's definitely a good step in the right direction.
Some of these guys are really being truthful with this no experience or no training. I almost got to give them more respect than a guy that's been training for several years and comes in here and tries to put it out there. Like, these guys are coming in with very limited experience and very limited training. And they're going in there to see what they can do. So pretty cool.
Sometimes it's the devil you know versus the devil you don't, right?
Absolutely. So Anthony Brown has made his entry into the Possum Town Throwdown ring. We'll see how he does against Latavius Blunt.
Round one. Anthony instantly kind of getting that circle going.
Yeah, Brown in the southpaw, Blunt in the orthodox.
Kind of getting that Philly shell with the lead shoulder, kind of a la Floyd Mayweather. Switching stances here. Filling it out.
Q coming out trying to be the longer fighter.
Q landed a good little uppercut.
Good right to the body, and then going up top with the right again.
Finishing up. Good angle, though, by Anthony there. Good footwork.
Good work by Q so far. He's lost his shoe.
Referee.
Lost his shoe. Referee calls timeout.
Call timeout.
It might have been what that gentleman came and was asking me about a second ago. Make sure those shoes are tied tight. Especially with this ring, those regular tennis shoes, they can overgrip.
Either.
No, he definitely does not have his shoes tied.
That's going to be a continuous problem in this fight here, I believe. Q put the pressure on. Was really a gentleman. He could have put the hands on him when his shoe came off, but he stepped back and let the man get his shoe on.
Good first round by Latavius Blunt. Anthony Brown having a little issue with the shoe there. The referee did a good job stepping in there, taking care of the fighters. I think he's done a great job tonight looking after the fighters and making sure that all these fights play out in as fair of a matchup as possible, as fair of a manner as possible.
Yeah, Anthony Brown, he came out circling, came right out. He was, trying to work the footwork, trying to stay on his horse a little bit, and maybe see what Q was.
He ain't moving. He ain't got enough. We tried to go 40 instead. He ain't moving. 1 more feet this time. Both guys stay in the same range the whole top.
He was able to kind of reach and land his shots. A lot of the shots that Brown was throwing was falling short. Q pulling just enough to kind of stay in that range and be able to counter. So we're going to see what happens here in the second round.
Start of round two. They come out, meet in the center. Once again, Q establishing that jab, that 1-2. Oh, good 2 there from Q.
Q's definitely throwing the heavier shots Good right hand, right on the top of the forehead there.
Feeling each other out here.
It's something you mentioned earlier. You know, these guys fighting in, I think you said 12-ounce gloves.
12-ounce gloves.
It's not very big, so seeing these guys being able to throw good, fast, heavy shots.
Good movement there from Anthony, but still, though, he's just not getting any offense. You know, decent defense. Now Q really pushing him around, putting him in the corner. Now these guys are
really looking for the finish here. The ref's looking to stop it. I think the ref's about to step in. He's giving him an 8 count. Not a bad call by the ref there to give a standing 8 count.
You know, Brown's just not really hurt. He just was kind of overwhelmed in the corner.
Again, I got to say I've been impressed with the referee up to this point.
He's done a phenomenal job. We'll move on to round
doing a good
3.
job. Don't get yourself involved unless you got to get involved, and I think he's done that tonight. So,
well, the fans, they want to see these guys fight. They paid to see them fight. They didn't pay to see the referee, you know, break them apart and stuff. So he's done a good job allowing them to fight out of the clinch and out of the corner.
I think you're going to see Quatavius Blunt on the scorecards being up by 2 rounds.
I feel the same way.
I think you'll see Quatavius put his foot on the gas to try to finish this fight here in the 3rd round.
Yeah, he still looks fresh. He still looks fresh, and you know, Brown looks like he maybe he's showing a little fatigue. Come out for start of round 3. Anthony circling once again. Trying to work that jab. I think he really needs to get some power in there. He's got to touch him. He's got to get Q to respect him.
I think Quatavius coming out a little bit more methodical. When I say that, they start just trading shots.
Good. There, Anthony finally showing a little.
Some fights, you got to just step in and kind of mix it up and make a fight ugly, and I think that's what Brown's going to try to do, is just try to push forward, land his shots, maybe try to hurt Q.
The problem is
he's up against the ropes.
Fatigue, man. He is fatigued, and that might have been his last 2 rounds. Well, I say that. He's coming forward.
Quatavius still just overwhelming him with shots. I think he's the fresher fighter. Definitely showing good conditioning to be able to maintain the pace that he has so far throughout this fight.
Yeah, Brown kind of just hands up, covering up, trying not to go down, but Q is really putting the pressure on now. Brown turns his back right here at the end of round number 3. What you got? What's your decision, Joe?
I think we'll give it to Q. I think he won all 3 rounds. Not a bad showing. Again, I can't ever knock a guy for going in there, competing, and whether it's a ring or a cage, somebody's backyard, when you're willing to put yourself out there, you know, it takes a lot of guts.
Yeah, Brown just, it was almost like he waited till he was too late, you know, to kind of get going. And once again, in this format, we were already talking about with these shorter rounds, you know, you don't have time to do that. They're looking for action here at Possum Town Throwdown. They're looking for action. Not a whole lot of time to fill each other out. We're awaiting the judge's decision here for our final fight of the middleweight division, round 1. The judges agree with you, Joe. Announcing unanimous decision. Quatavius Blunt going his way. So he will move on to round number 2. So that completes our bracket there. So we got Jamal Roby, BJ Williams, Wyatt Higginbotham, and Quatavius Blunt moving on to round number 2 of our middleweight bracket.